Good morning. My name is Michael Lodato. I'm the Corporate Administrator for the Town of Hempstead Local Development Corporation. We're here for a TEFRA public hearing for a Life's Works bond reissuance. I will now read the notice of public hearing into the live stream. Notice is hereby given that a public hearing pursuant to Section 147F of the Internal Revenue Code of 1986 as amended and the regulations promulgated thereunder will be held by the Town of Hempstead Local Development Corporation on the 17th day of March 2025 at 9:30 a.m. local time at 350 Front Street, 2nd floor, Hempstead, New York 11550. The purpose of this hearing is to give interested persons an opportunity to be heard on the proposed reissuance for federal income tax purposes of the Town of Hempstead Local Development Corporation Revenue Bonds Series 2012 B1, Life's Work Incorporated Project, the Series 2012 B1 bonds, and as reissued, the reissued bonds, which were issued as a qualified 501c3 bonds under Section 145 of the Code to finance the Series 2012 project. A reissuance of bond occurs as a result of certain modifications to the terms of the series of bonds and is being treated as if the reissued bonds are being issued to current refund the Series 2012 B1 bonds for federal income tax income tax purposes. The Series 2012 B1 bonds were originally issued in the original principal amount of $10,630,000 for the benefit of Life's Work, Inc., a duly organized and validly existing New York not-for-profit corporation and an organization described in Section 501c3 of the Code, which is exempt from federal income taxation pursuant to 501A of the Code. The proceeds of the Series 2012 B1 bonds were loaned by the issuer to the organization pursuant to a certain loan agreement between the issuer and the organization and used for the purposes of financing or refinancing the acquisition, renovation, and equipping of an approximately 0.11 acre parcel of land located at 1517 Franklin Avenue, Garden City, Town of Hempstead, Nassau County, New York, and the acquisition, renovation, and equipping of an existing approximately 8,000 square foot building located on the land, including but not limited to interior renovations, installation of an elevator, new HVAC, and bathrooms used by the organization in furtherance of its charitable mission. In this case, to expand and enhance the organization's residential and day program services for persons with developmental disabilities, and the acquisition, renovation, and equipping of an approximately 0.08 acre parcel of land located at 31 Main Street, East Rockaway, Town of Hempstead, New York, and the acquisition, renovation, and equipping of an existing approximately 1,500 square foot building located on the Main Street land, including but not limited to interior renovations used by the organization in furtherance of its charitable mission. In this case, to expand and enhance the organization's residential and day program services for persons with developmental disabilities. Collectively with the Main Street project, the maximum original principal amount of the Series 2012 B1 bonds for each location is in the aggregate of $3,500,000 and $3.5 million. Refunding of the Town of Hempstead IDA's Civic Facility Revenue Bonds Series 2003, issued in the original principal amount of $5.5 million, approximately $4.940 million of which was outstanding as of the date of the original issuance of the Series 2012 B1 bonds. The proceeds of such Series 2003 bonds were used to finance or refinance the acquisition, renovation, and equipping of an existing approximately 24,000 square foot 3-story office building on an approximately 0.8 acre parcel of land located at 1501 Franklin Avenue in Garden City, Town of Hempstead, New York, and used by the organization as its headquarters and administrative offices. Financing or refinancing of existing debt secured by existing mortgages with various lenders, approximately $2.218 million in aggregate principal amount outstanding as of date of the original issuance of the 2012 B1 bonds with respect to the properties located at 31 Main Street, East Rockaway, 869 Lawn Circle, Wantagh, and 475 Salisbury Road, Westbury, all within the town of Hempstead, New York, used by the organization in furtherance of its charitable mission, in this case to expand and enhance the organization's residential and day program services for persons with developmental disabilities. The maximum original principal amount of the Series 2012 B1 bonds for each location and in aggregate $250,000, $1.25 million, $1.25 million, and $2.75 million, and paying all or a portion of the costs incidental to the issuance of the Series 2012 B1 bonds, including issuance costs of the Series 2012 B1 bonds, capitalized interest, and any reserve funds necessary to secure the Series 2012 B1 bonds. The Series 2012 project is owned, operated, and or managed by the organization. The organization has now requested that the issuer consent to a certain modification to the terms of the 2012 B1 bonds, which have been determined will result in a reissuance of Series 2012 B1 bonds as the reissued bonds for federal income tax purposes. The current outstanding aggregate principal amount of the Series 2012 B1 bonds is approximately $4,360,000, and the maximum aggregate principal amount of the reissued bonds will be not more than $4,360,000. The reissued bonds will be a special obligation of the issuer, payable solely from loan payments made by the organization to the issuer pursuant to the 2012 loan agreement as amended, and certain other assets of the organization pledged to the repayment of the reissued bonds. The reissued bonds shall not be a debt of the State of New York or any political subdivision thereof, including the town of Hempstead, and neither the State of New York nor any political subdivision thereof, including the town of Hempstead, shall be held liable thereon. A representative of the issuer will be at the above stated time and place, herein accept written comments from all persons with views in favor or opposed to either the reissuance of the Series 2012 B1 bonds as the reissued bonds, the granting of other financial assistance contemplated by the issuer, or the location or nature of the Series 2012 project. Minutes of the hearing will be made available to Honorary Donald X. Clavin Jr., Supervisor of the Town of Hempstead. Approval of the reissuance of the Series 2012 B1 bonds as reissued by the bonds of the Town of Hempstead through Honorable Donald X. Clavin Jr. is necessary in order for the interest on the reissued bonds to be excluded from the gross income for federal income tax purposes. We will now leave the public hearing open in case anyone would like to attend and speak. Thank you. We are observing that it's 9:50 a.m. on March 17th, 2025. The hearing has been open now for 20 minutes, and no one besides Mr. Parola, who is the CEO, and myself has attended. So we're going to close this meeting sine die. Thank you very much.